Welcome to In My Feelings, a safe space to talk all things NBA. We're presented by TheRinger.com on our brand new YouTube feed. Make sure you subscribe. Click the notification bell, man. This is where you're going to find all of our Ringer NBA content from, the myriad of talent that we got up and down the Ringer roster, man. Of course, I'm your host, Big Waz. Let's go. All right, first up, let's get into an NBA All-Star Weekend edition of Factor Feelings. And the question is, folks, is the NBA's future in good hands with these young All-Stars? I'm going to say that's unequivocally a fact. It's not just the diversity of the stars of our league. So it's not just Joel Embiid is a black guy playing in the NBA. This guy is from a different country itself. That's a level of diversity that we just haven't seen before. And not to say we haven't had guys from West Africa or places like that before, but rarely did we have guys winning MVPs and perennial all-star starters this many in the league ever before. Giannis is from Greece by way of Nigeria. Of course, Nikola Jokic from the Eastern Bloc. And it's not even just the diversity of where these guys are from. I think what's most important is the diversity of their games and their personalities. Each one of these guys brings something different to the table as far as the entertainment value of their game and the personality that they're bringing with it. Some of these guys are more outgoing. Some of these guys are more understated. Some of these guys have incredible senses of humor. Some of these guys are incredibly media savvy when it comes to their uses of social media and how they can just provide an incredible sound clip. Like
60 points, 20 boards, it never happened, baby. How's it feel right now?
I'm tired as hell.
You can rest later. You're young.
I need a recovery beer.
It's just an incredible crop of stars. And then for me, what's most exciting is the guys that are 25 and younger, all-stars, just this year. We can go down the list. Anthony Edwards is 22. Tyrese Halliburton is 23. Luka Doncic is 24. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 25. Jason Tatum is somehow still just 25 years old, guys. Okay, Paolo Banchero, 21. Tyrese Maxey's 23. And even Trae Young is still only 25 years old. And that's not even to mention guys who aren't in the game, who are already major stars in their own right, in a Ja Morant and a Victor Wembanyama and my brother Chet. The league is so freaking stacked, top to bottom, with young talent, easily marketable guys. In the past, the league was always struggling with this concept of a quote-unquote image problem and the quality of character of the guys that were the faces of the league. Rest in peace to David Stern. This was a constant concern for him. But I would say these days, again, the diversity of star, the likability of these guys, the dynamic nature of their games, the creativity, the poetry of what these guys bring to the table, man, the NBA is in excellent hands. And to be honest, I think the only way this thing can be derailed and that we won't see these guys take the mantle from the LeBrons, the Stephs, the KDs, is a marketing one. I think the league and their partners and the marketers need to be smarter, savvier, more creative about how they get people to care about Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Ant Edwards, et cetera, et cetera. And so I think that's the only thing that could stop this thing is the powers that be, not being able to correctly harness the collective talent that the NBA possesses right now, man. I might be biased. You might say I'm prisoner of the moment. The talent level, the high caliber quality of character that these guys possess is at an all-time high, and everybody should be super excited for the future of the league. Can't wait to watch all of these guys perform and show their talent this All-Star weekend in Indy. All right, guys, let's get right into Vibe Check, where today we're checking in on the Dallas Mavericks, who are 31-23, currently number 7 in the Western Conference, one game behind the Pelicans and the Suns to be up out of the play-in. They've won 5 straight as of this recording, and it seems like the season is finally getting on track, right? Famously, they tanked at the end of last season so that they could retain their draft pick. They used that to draft Derek Lively, who has been an incredible addition even as a rookie. He's been a pretty high impact rookie for them. They signed Grant Williams, which I must admit I was very enthusiastic about in the offseason. It didn't work out. The guy couldn't hit the freaking ocean from the Titanic, and so they decided to move on from him, and they brought in, at the deadline, P.J. Washington and Gafford, and right now it's working out and is looking good in the ways that they clearly envisioned it, right? P.J. Washington being a guy who can make a wide-open shot, and more importantly, much better than Grant Williams, he could attack a closeout, actually put it on the deck and exhibit some level of athleticism on the offensive end. And on the defensive end, he's the exact kind of rangy, switchy, positionally versatile kind of guy that you want next to Luka. Kyrie Irving, when he's been on the floor, has been pretty much exceptional, has been at an all-star level. Now, of course, he needs to play more. Him and Luka, since the trade, have barely played with each other, and I think that has to change. But I think they're trending in the right direction. Their roster is finally rounding into shape, and I admire the organization being like, look, we need to go all in with the Luka situation, and we need to surround him with the most complementary pieces that we can, which are these rangier, defensively versatile kind of guys who can make an open shot. That's what you need around Luka. Gafford, again, is another guy who provides some of that vertical spacing that Luka so clearly loves. He loves having a lob threat at the center of his pick and roll attack. And obviously, we've seen Lively do a lot of that same stuff. And I'm actually really bullish on the Dallas Mavericks and their prospects for a couple of reasons. One, again, I think the talent is complementary enough that they'll be able to put together some beautiful lineups with Luka, with Kyrie at the center of those things, and be able to obviously score efficiently, but more importantly, be able to defend at an adequate rate. Because I think their offense is going to be top-notch no matter what, because they have Luka Doncic, but they got the pieces now to defend and not completely compromise what they're doing on offense. And more importantly, I think Luka Doncic is the second best player in the league, man. Obviously, Jokic has the crown for a reason. He's MVPs. He's dominated the playoffs last year. He looks every bit as good as he did last year, and he deserves that top crown of the big dog in the league. But for my money, Luka Doncic is the second best player in the league. Just the possessions that he can dominate and just generate efficient offense no matter what. When you have Luka Doncic, you're probably going to generate the best possible shot against any given defense. I just think the most of this guy, and I think when you go into a playoff series where you possess a matchup nightmare, where he's too strong for most wing defenders, too quick for anybody bigger than that, too savvy to send extra help where he's going to pick you apart with his playmaking, I just think the matchup problem that he brings to every single series that he's in, these guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, going forward. I'm really, really, really positive on what they got going. So, yeah, man, I think you guys should be watching out for the Dallas Mavericks. All right, guys, that was our show for today. Make sure, again, you are subscribed to the Ringer NBA's brand new YouTube page, because it's going to be some incredible NBA content from all of our Ringer guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Give this a like. If you enjoyed this, give us that thumbs up, man. We want the algorithm to show us some damn respect. Okay, we trying to get our numbers up here. We will see you guys next week. I'm Big Waz. Peace out.